Hey guys, Will Chan here. I'm super excited. This time we got all three of us here doing the website review. Again, this is Will.
I'm Joel.
Jane.
All right. So I think this time we have a very interesting
Yes.
website.
Yeah,
Joe?
one of my favorite companies, T2.
T2. Okay.
Yes, love me some tea.
Should we look at the website first and see what they look like?
Let's do it.
Yeah. Okay. There's a test that we want to go through this time. We're going to do it a little different. There's a test that we do here in Website People, and we call it the blank test. Okay, it's just four simple questions that we ask ourselves before we say, okay, is this website good or not? Okay, so should we go through these four questions?
Sure.
Yeah.
I think the whole concept of the blank test is if you were to just get a very quick snapshot of a website, how would that impact the person?
Right, I think there's a very good analogy.
Yeah.
Right, as if you're gonna show this to the caveman, right? If you
Yeah.
open this up, let's not use the caveman. So let's just say you go into a Starbucks and you open up your laptop and you only got 5 seconds to show the person your website, right? After those 5 seconds, would he or she be able to answer these four questions? All right. So what are the questions, Joe?
Question one: what do you sell?
Okay. What do you sell?
Yeah.
Let's have a look and see what do they sell. Okay. First thing, to be honest, first thing that I look at when I look at the T2 website, selected teas 3 for $20.
Yeah, that'd be their sale.
Right. Okay. I know. Okay. They sell tea. That's good.
Yep.
Second question: how do you make my life better?
That isn't quite stated in on the homepage here.
Right.
That's quite lacking.
Right.
Yeah.
It maybe it's telling me you're selling some cheap tea, right?
Yeah.
3 for 20. But what is it gonna be better for my life, and what's the difference between your tea and the one I can buy from the supermarket, right? Why are you charging me a lot more? Because I know T2 is a luxury brand, right? Is people pay? Why people go to T2, Joe? By the way.
Really, to get that sort of sensory experience from tea, what they can't get from tea bags that they can buy in the
It's the
supermarket.
experience.
Yeah, the experience. As soon as they walk in the store, the whole brand just consumes them. The interior design, the lighting,
Yeah.
the smell of the product.
It's the experience when they shop,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So that's the reason why people are paying a bit more, maybe. I don't know the price range. I haven't bought a product from there, but
Yeah, about $12 to $15 for it.
right. So a little more expensive than as
Yeah.
you would buy it from Coles or Woolworths,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And it's because of the experience. And on this website, I think they fail. Right. The second question: how do you make my life better? Right. It's not telling me how do you make my life better within 5 seconds. Maybe I can find the answer
Yeah.
if I dive into it.
Yeah, if you dig a little deeper.
Right, maybe a couple minutes later. But all right, let's do the third question, which is what should I do next? Right.
So yeah, where that can take you.
Right, which means the call to action.
Call to action.
Right, and we always tell everyone try to simplify your website as much as possible, right? Because if you're gonna have a bunch of options for the user, right, they're gonna get confused, right? If they get confused, their brain's gonna shut down,
Yeah.
right? Because just trying to save calories, and they're just gonna leave, right? So you're losing sales. So definitely a obvious call to action. Ideally, you want to use like a high contrast color to highlight that call to action. So this shop now button should definitely be in different color.
On
Right.
the right screen.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah. So what's the last question?
What's your brand identity?
Yeah.
Yeah, so does your identity, does your style guide, if you have one, is that conveyed within the website design?
Yeah. Yeah.
So when you spend that, initial 5 seconds in the blink test looking at it, are you going to be well recognized?
Yeah. Okay. I think when I see this website, yes, I recognize the orange. I recognize that whole dark theme, right?
Luxuries.
The luxuries, yeah. I think they're doing okay with this question, right? Because they give me a very strong impression of their brand, the color, right? The font, all right, and the logo. Next time when they try to retarget me, right, with their banners, when I see the logo T2, I might recognize them, right? I see the orange color, I recognize them, right? But the last thing you want to do is just look like everybody else, right? So when you remarket, they don't even remember you, right? Okay, so out of the scale 1 to 10, I think, right, they they might get two questions pretty good.
Yeah.
But the rest of the two questions, nah, I would give it a 5. I would give it a 5. Okay. So what are the other good pros and cons on their homepage, Joe? What do you like about their homepage?
Well, to be honest, not a lot. I do love their imagery. They have some good
Oh
photography in
yeah,
there.
yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
They
it's
spend
really
some
nice.
good money in there.
Yeah. And I think when you scroll down to the explore section,
Yeah.
that beautiful imagery could be featured, way up top.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Instead of that orange
Yeah,
pile.
all the orange products.
Yeah, I think they definitely have some very good imagery there. Right? And when I look at this website, it feels nothing like when I walk into their shop.
Yeah.
That's the problem, because when I walk into their shop, I feel special, right? The decorations and everything just looks very special, and I'm willing to pay that premium price for that kind of special experience. But in here, it's
Feels
not.
a little cheap.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, when they say, because remember, people buy stuff from them. They're not after cheap stuff, right? They're after that experience. They're after the whole special, right? They might get some, different feeling from the tea.
Yeah.
Who knows what they put inside the tea?
Deliciousness.
Deliciousness. Yeah. So I think definitely some improvement on the homepage.
Yeah.
As in positioning them as a luxury brand, right? Don't try not to focus too much on the price, because that's not what their customers are after. And I think when they put what's news as the first tab, that's a huge mistake, right? Remember, most people gonna click on the first tab, right? Because trust me, there's a lot of people, they're stupid enough, they just follow whatever you put them, the first, second, and the third, right? And they're just gonna go through it, and they're not gonna have the whole day trying to browse your website to find what you want. So you want to find that thing that is gonna make you the most money and put it to the first tab, right? So if you sell tea, please put your tea tab, the first tab, okay? And that drop down navigation bar looks a little busy, right? So I think there's a better way to do this sort of navigation. Maybe you can use some, like, a black dot to indicate that's a black tea.
Yeah,
Just a little element to support the text.
Maybe some icons, perhaps
Correct.
not in the nav bar, but elsewhere.
Right.
Some iconography.
Yeah. That I think the way of how they structure the navigation is okay, right? They got quite a lot of products, right? tea wares, gift, explore probably the more like a blogging session,
blog.
right? Another website that I found, which I think is pretty good, is Baron. Okay, I bought their product before. They used to only do wallets, and the reason why I think they're good. Let's run through that blank test again, should we?
Mm-hmm.
What do you sell? Right? What do you sell? They sell right away. They sell that enhancement, right? That's what they sell. Carry goods, right? They don't need. They don't even need to use those words like make your wallet smaller or slim your wallet. Right?
Yeah.
Okay, so they definitely passed this test. How do you make my life better? And again, enhance your everyday.
Yeah.
Right. That immediately tells me what to do. And then next one, what should I do next? It's obvious.
Shop now.
Shop now, right?
Yeah.
And again, they do a very good job. Okay, what's your brand identity? I think one of the best thing about the logo is that little
little owl.
yeah, the owl.
top.
Yeah, so that's how I recognize that.
Mm.
Really, I remember what they named, but I remember the owl.
Yeah.
So yeah, try to find something special and put it in your logo that helps you recognize it. So the other thing which I think they do very well in the navigation, right? We can probably put this in a different episode, but I just want to show this to our audience to see, this is how, it should be done for your navigation, right? They have an icon for each category. And trust me, they probably they might have as many products as T2 does, but they do it very well. They use different categories to segment their product, especially with the Explore, right? It tells me all the benefits, right? I don't click on Explore and say wallet, phone case, right? It's just so boring. But instead they tell slim your wallet, protect your phone. Yeah. Versus over in V2, right? Explore is just all about blog posts, and tea it just say black tea and green tea. Maybe they can do something like get a fresh morning, right? Right, make your morning fresh, or stay focused in the afternoon. Just something special that is gonna and share your brand to the others, right? Because right now I just sort of feel like I'm browsing the supermarket tea section on this website. That's all I can say.
Yeah. What they convey in store, they certainly don't convey online.
Yeah. So definitely do a better job on the website. Yeah. Perhaps we can give them help.
Yeah, they could definitely carry through their images, as I said earlier. And, come up with some new campaigns. I think. Find your flavor, or find your brew.
Yeah. Okay.
Simple things like that.
All right.
Yep.
Anything to add in, guys, before we hop off?
No.
Yeah.
I feel like some tea now.
I've got one here for you, Joe.
Great.
Yeah. Don't worry. Okay. 5 out of 10. I will give it 5 out of 10. Yeah. So if you want us to review your website or someone else's website, make a comment or put your website link below, and we will do it. All right. We're gonna crash it. Okay. Thanks, guys. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.
See you next time.
Bye.